阿曼苏丹国，简称阿曼，位于西亚的阿拉伯半岛东南沿海。它的西北部与阿拉伯联合酋长国接壤，西面毗邻沙特阿拉伯，西南靠近也门。阿曼和中国都是伟大的文明古国，各自的文明史均可追溯到数千年前。当时的陆上丝绸之路与海上丝绸之路在中阿双边贸易的繁荣发展中扮演了非常重要的角色。本期节目，我们将走进阿曼，通过阿曼驻华大使阿卜杜拉·萨阿迪的讲述，去了解中阿两国之间源远流长的邦交历史，共同感受在“一带一路”倡议的引导下，两国关系正在发生的巨大改变。历史上，阿曼与中国尽管相距遥远，却一直保持着友好的关系。早在我国汉朝时期，两国间就已建立联系。随着时间的推移，元朝时中阿贸易推至顶峰，元朝统治者对包括阿曼在内的阿拉伯商人实行安抚、保护、优待和奖励等制度，并能够创造出繁荣的景象。海上丝绸之路或者是香料之路绝功至伟。现如今，中阿两国的友好往来正焕发新的活力。阿曼在实施本国经济多元化计划的同时，与“一带一路”倡议也多有契合。2017年4月，占地近12平方公里、规划总投资670亿元人民币的杜库姆产业园项目正式开工。这是中阿“一带一路”产业合作的最新成果，备受两国瞩目。
Our historical link with China traced back more than 2,000 years when the Omani sailors were sailing to Guangzhou and to Chuanju at that time as traders, and during Ming and Song dynasty, and definitely they were coming from a port in Oman called Suhar, and this port we call it has a name, a gate to China. So many ships coming from Oman coming through this historical port, as I told you, to Guangzhou and to Chuanju in Fujian. No doubt that they are bringing with them a lot of Omani spices and other insects. So they are bringing it to China, and of course they are exchanging some goods from Chinese back home. During Ming dynasty and Song dynasty, there was big flourishing on this kind of, I will say, trading between Oman and China. At that time, there were well-known and famous travelers, Chinese travelers, called Jinha, and he traveled to the region, to the whole Middle East 7 times. 4 of them was to the south of Oman, and this is just shows how we are close during the old Silk Road. Definitely, when the initiative started, Oman welcomed it, highly welcomed it, and we enter in it, and definitely there is the first Arab countries has a project sponsored by the One Belt One Road is Oman. Actually, we have two projects. One is big. This is in Duqm, in our port in Duqm, free zone area, and this is worth more than $10 billion. This is called Industrial Park. So we are in this context, we are welcoming Chinese companies to come to our country to invest, and definitely they select an area which is a big free zone. It's also it's a huge area. I would say it's two sides of Singapore. So it's a huge area, has a very good location and also a very good climate, and definitely the Omani government has invested a lot of money for the infrastructures of this area, and now it is ready for investors to come in. Definitely Chinese were among the number of countries which is get the idea, and they already instructed to have industrial park in Muscat, in Duqm, and definitely they recently they inaugurated the industrial park, and now it is on the initial stage, but definitely we will see a big transformation of I would say area of the investment area between Oman and China.
1978年5月25日，中国和阿曼建立了正式外交关系。两国建交后，双边关系稳定发展，促成了双方各领域的友好合作，并不断扩大。1980年底，为踏寻前人的旅程，阿曼政府决定建造苏哈尔号载赴中国。这艘完全仿照当时阿曼海上冒险家欧贝德远航中国时用的双桅三帆木船，就这样穿越时空来到了人们的面前。正是这样的历史渊源，为两国关系的发展打下了坚固基础。在国际和地区形势不断变化的背景下，加强友好关系和各领域合作是两国共同的愿望。这也为中阿两国人民重新回首古丝绸之路，重温两国的深厚感情提供了机遇。
Well, as I told you, our relation traced back thousands of years, and definitely after the establishment of diplomatic relation in 1978, the relation between Oman and China witnessed a big development. Politically, we reached a stage of a strategic talk between Oman and China. Economically, we raised up the volume of trade raised up from $3 billion to more than $30 billion. And one thing I want to mention that Oman was the first Arab countries, Middle East, export its oil to China, mainly to China and Japan and South Korea, but the majority of our oils comes to China. So the relation between Oman and China so happily existed long time ago, and the diplomatic relation actually gave more weight to this old relation. Just in terms of Silk Road, I will say that in 1981 His Majesty gave instruction for the Omani ship use the same tools, use the same wood, use the same exactly things used to be thousands of years to sail to China, and the voyage took like 6 months to China, and it was received in Gwangju, and there is now a momentum for this ship in Sohar momentum in Gwangju. Very soon, maybe in May or later in this year, definitely we will celebrate the opening, or we renovate it actually, and we will the new momentum will be celebrating it during this month. I would say it's a message of peace. It's a message of peace. It's the world is becoming closer to each other, and they need to just tell the world that we are here. We have been with you guys for thousands of years. We isolated for certain time, but we are here open to the world, and this is the policy of openness is one of the factor actually led China to go back again to its root, and goes back to the One Belt One Road initiatives, and definitely this will let China to be closer to the world and encourage in its international system. Duqm is we have number of free zone in Oman, but Duqm is the biggest free zone, or we call it special area. It has of course 4 areas: small and medium industry, and of course we have the area has a big port run by Netherlands company, ports actually, and we have all the infrastructure there, 5-star infrastructures. The airport is there, and this area is also there will be dry deck there for the ships to come and for the maintenance and so on. And also we have a fishery area, a big area, because this area has a lot of fish actually, and so it is very attracted to investors who are really interested in doing fish industry. And also we have area of tourism. Of course, there's an area for tourism like hotels. We have number of hotels now already there, because the climate there whole the year does not exceed more than 20 years, which make this place is very unique in the whole region. Yes, we have now a railway again going from Duqm to another port in Oman called Salalah port, and it's already sponsored by the AIB, which is part of the One Belt One Road initiative.
如果说历史邦交是中阿友谊桥梁最为坚固的基石，那么两国基于共同目标的外交政策就是这座桥上宽阔平坦的桥面。相互尊重主权，互不干涉内部事务，奉行睦邻友好政策以及和平解决国际争端的外交原则，为两国的合作带来更多的发展空间。目前，通过促进国内以及与邻国的安全、稳定和互信，新中国与阿曼的对外政策已经成为促进双方经济与社会发展的保障。
Oman foreign policy is well known to the world. It's very neutral, always trying to assist in keeping peace at international level or also at regional level. And we never involve in any conflicts between our neighbors, or involved in different, unfortunately, wars, which is I would say unpleased to hear that there is some areas of conflicts here and there. But Oman never intervene in this kind of I would say of reaction. But definitely Oman is always there for compromise, for bringing people together, sitting on the table, negotiating their differences in a very good manners, and helping the parties which they are conducting whatever things between them. So always Oman is known for this peaceful, I would say, path in its foreign policy. I agree with this, because nowadays countries is like a human being. If you enter with your friends in a partners in a project, so you will become closer and you will see each other regular. So now Chinese, they are opening up this big initiative, which is founded by the President Xi, is to bring the countries together, closer to, and also to reduce the differences between the countries in terms of economy. This is the way, and they find also a tools for it, and there is AIB is there, the bank of the world, we call it, because every country has the same weight in this bank, and also they studied whatever right projects for infrastructure project, and they are not hesitating to help a country to get a right finance for it, and also helping a country to pay in its currency. So there is a lot of incentives being given to the countries in order to benefit from this AIB bank, and also in the whole picture is well built for all. I am very optimistic that this initiative will bring the world together. This initiative will participate in the development of number of countries. This initiative will bring also closer between rich and poor, I would say, areas in the world. Once there is a big project for the infrastructures, and once there is infrastructure in a country, so a country can do a lot of things. And mainly the AIB is founded for this kind of financing project, I would say infrastructure project, which will enable a country to develop its economy in a very positive manner.
在教育方面，中阿两国也开启了新的篇章。近年来，中阿之间的校际合作日趋密切。迄今为止，中国与阿曼在教育和文化交流方面签署了多项合作协议。不仅如此，中国与阿曼在中医交流方面也建立了中医药合作机制。这为双方互换教育代表团和留学人员、学者互访、校际交流、交换教育资料、开展教学与研究中医交流等方面的合作创造了极有利的条件。同属东方文化圈的阿曼对中国文化和中国经济发展成功经验的浓厚兴趣，必将有助于推动中阿教育医疗合作更长远的发展。
You know, a part of economic, as you said, we see the interaction between peoples culturally, and of course, you know, it has. I will say, most important is to have this kind of interaction between humankind. It will make China closer to the rest of the world. It will make China also a place or a country. Many peoples will come and visit China to know the history of China. So it is I would say it's a new discovery of China culture and traditions. It is. I should mention this area. We have, first of all, we have number of students studying in China. We have Sultan Qaboos chair at Beijing University, and this chair has graduated thousands of people who really now speak fluent Arabic, because also not only an Arabic language, but also the history and culture of the whole Middle East is really studied or sponsored by this chair. We have exchange program between Beijing University and number of Omani University, and also other Chinese universities already now involved in the exchange program. Also, we are now in the final stage of opening Confucius Center in Oman. So all these things is under the umbrella, of course, of education. Also, we have another area of education, which is medical Chinese medicine. In other words, we'll say that many Chinese doctors and nurses are operating in Oman now, and also we have many students studying Chinese medicine, an old well-known medicine in China. So this kind of interaction or interrelation between Oman and China in terms of education is very bright.
在悠久的历史长河中，伴随着丝绸之路的蓬勃发展，中国与阿曼这两颗璀璨明星始终紧密相连。新时代的背景下，“一带一路”倡议成为架起两国友谊的又一座桥梁。中阿之间的种种联系，不仅促进了双边的政治互信，也真正实现了优势互补、合作共赢。相信在“一带一路”倡议的引导下，经过两国政府和人民共同的努力，21世纪的新香料之路必将超越往日的辉煌。